Hello, welcome to a new video. In today's video, we're going to take a look at Meloetta in the Open Ultra League. This Pokemon got a double buff with both Psyshock as well as a Dazzling Gleam being buffed here. And this is going to be a very interesting Pokemon to take a look at, as a lot of people will not really expect it, and a lot of people maybe don't even know the moveset directly, which makes it sometimes very interesting in certain matchups. So yeah, let's see on how this is going to go. We're going to have here now the Sky Attack coming through from our Corviknight. Corviknight still needs like 2 or 3 power-ups in order to be fully XL, but as it's a Pokemon that doesn't spawn right now at all, it's a bit difficult to get, but yeah. Anyway, we want to be able to now go ahead and let the move go through. It's going to be a crunch, and we will see here the Iron Head coming in as well. This is going to be really good for us, as it's going to allow us to get the knockout here with the Meloetta. We were able to get even a little bit of an energy advantage. In comes the Weezing, and this is going to be absolutely fine, because what we can do is we're going to be able to just go for the Psyshock and do super effective damage, kind of setting them up basically for the matchup later on against our Grumpig. Grumpig is going to be our main Pokemon here as well. But also, if you take a look at basically this team, we're going to have a lead that's going to be very solid against a lot of the Dark-type Pokemon, because the most common Dark-type Pokemon is going to be Drapion, where you have super effective fast move damage and just a very good typing against it as well. And then you're going to have a Saisop of Meloetta, which has access to Dazzling Gleam, which got A buffed, but B going to be good against most of the Dark-type Pokemon, to battle the Dark-type Pokemon that the Grumpig doesn't want to face. So yeah, this team actually works out really well, and as you most likely can see based on the title, I actually went instantly 5-0 over this team, which is kind of hilarious, as we have Meloetta on it, and I don't really think that a lot of people expect that, and we're in quite solid elo range, so yeah, that is something that I didn't really expect, and I definitely quite enjoyed. And there are going to be a lot of matchups where people kind of underestimate Meloetta, which I can tell you already. So, next one. We're going to have Corviknight against Lostheart. That is going to be a matchup that we can definitely play out. Like, it's going to be a very solid matchup, but also thanks to the part normal typing of Meloetta, we're actually going to have a very solid matchup there later on as well. But of course, we have to be a bit mindful, keep our shields, because an Exeter is going to be a bit more difficult for us. One more thing, this video is coming out way later than I want to, because currently this weekend is a little bit busy for me, which also means that tomorrow, the first video, maybe I'll only do one video tomorrow as well, depends on what's going to be happening, might be very late as well, because on, just a lot of things happening this weekend for me, and I am not actually here right now, so like it's gonna be a bit difficult for me. Just as a service information here, tomorrow's video going to be a bit later than usual. Anyway, we're going to be able to go ahead and go for a dynamic punch here with Grumpig. That's going to be fine. We're going to try our best to fully farm them down. As the opponent goes for their next move, it's going to be the Breaking Stripe. They're going to, not really do anything here. And we can go for the full farm down, which we will see here now from the opponent, that they're going to have the Lostheart. The Lostheart is going to be perfectly fine for us. It's going to allow us to do a lot of damage, and now Meloetta is coming in. And we see that the fast move is resisted. We have our 2 shields still left for the Exodus, which we don't want to have on anything else here. And as Exeter is doing so much damage, we rather go for a charge move here in order to get the final shield from the opponent, which works out perfectly. We can use another shield. And Meloetta, again, is going to be able to do some solid stuff, because they have the Guzzlord in the back, and guess what? Guzzlord does not appreciate Dazzling Gleam. And so the Dazzling Gleam is coming through, coming their way, gonna one-shot them, and with that we can win the battle. So, next opponent, the 3-6 Ninja, we're going to have a horrible lead. Talonflame is very difficult for this team, I feel like, to deal with. But we can still go for a Psyshock here, which allows us to kind of lock them in, underline the switch clock, which is really important, especially as the opponent goes for another charge movie as well. Fellow streamer as well. I hope that they're still streaming. Honestly, I haven't been on Twitch at all for ages. I want to start streaming again, like for a long time as well. Life has been very busy, I have to say. Like, it's not like it's an excuse or anything like this for it, but like I just didn't really have any time outside of doing the videos here, where again here, for example, this one is going to be a bit late as well. Life's just been busy, gonna be a bit better in the future again for sure, but right now there's quite a lot going on. So yeah, I really would like to go back into streaming, especially like on the platform. That's the kind of thing as well for me. I've like recently, like I had a bit of a down for like Pokemon Go, but also where like Niantic sold the company, and like there's new ownership and whatever for Pokemon Go, and the new season looks like is a lot of fun, whatever. It really sparked again a lot of kind of happiness for me towards League or Battle League, and that I feel more comfortable and happy to actually stream it again, where I'm not really like, I really would like to just stream things, of course, that I really enjoy to do. And Go Battle League sometimes have been a little bit of a pain recently, but I don't know, like for me, the last few weeks, especially after EUAC, I enjoyed so much. I really feel happy towards the game again, and as we will see here as well, the Toxicroak is not going to enjoy our Psywave a lot, and we're going to be able to knock them out here, and this is going to be it for this Pokemon, and we can move on to the next one. I don't know. I know that's not the first time we had like phases where I'm like really excited to play Pokemon Go, but like for me, that is kind of for sure the case currently. So I would love to do more content towards Pokemon Go as well in terms of streaming and things like this. So yeah, again, I hope that there's even more to come as well for PvP. I feel like Play Pokemon really seems to try to push towards like those in-person events, which is really cool, where Pokemon Go is of course part of it. We see it with like also now like a series on YouTube and whatever they're doing, which is kind of cool. So yeah, I really hope that there's more towards PvP in the future now, where we have also an ownership of a company that is very much into esport. Would make a lot of sense that Pokemon Go PvP gets pushed more as well with that. So no matter what, I'm just currently very happy to play the game. I'm very excited for the videos. I'm very excited to showcase Pokemon. I wish I had a bit more time a day, that for sure, but things are gonna be a bit better for that as well. Here we're going to have a horrible matchup. Why the hell does so many people have Moltres currently? Yeah, this is sadly going to be something that we're going to lose here. Like, I have no chance of really beating that Moltres. Like, what am I supposed to do here? I can go for a Sky Attack. Should we actually went for the Iron Head instead? They're going to let the move go through. Yeah, like at the end of the day, they're going to be now in range for one Dynamic Punch, but it's a bit tricky. They go for the Brave Bird. We can stop out. They stop out into the Weezing. Wait a minute. Do we have a chance here? Our only chance is to let the move go through here. We have to maybe shield the next one, though. Oh, it's Overheat. That's absolutely not what I expected. Did they have Sludge Overheat? What did they have? I thought they have Brutal Swing. They have Sludge. Okay, they have Sludge Overheat. So yeah, we're going to have two Dynamic Punches now. First one coming through. Fast move coming through from the opponent. Can we go for another one afterwards as well? Oh, we don't even need to. Good game. Okay, next opponent, great lead for us, is going to be the Drapion against us. It's going to be a matchup again that we kind of wanted to have here. We're going to have the fast move pressure that's super effective. We have the charge move pressure that's going to allow us to kind of pressure them quite a bit. Sky Attack is coming through. This is going to be fine. This is going to allow us to get them kind of low. And then comes the Dusknoir, where we're going to have Meloetta, which can do at least, yeah, it resists the fast moves. The opponent is going to be forced to go for the Dynamic Punch. The issue is they resist our fast move as well, and they resist it even more than we resist theirs. But we generate energy a bit faster, and so I'm kind of hopeful here. And here's the thing, I decide to go for the Dazzling Gleam here. I am not too sure if this is the smartest decision, and I kind of want to look it up here right now. I know it's going to be less damage per energy, for sure, but is it also actually less damage? I was curious here, because I wasn't too sure if this is actually the case. Let's see on how this is gonna actually function. I'm just having here on the side. Because, yeah, definitely got nerfed in power. Psyshock is super, yeah, stab. I do still think that the Dazzling Gleam does a little bit more damage, but I don't think it is that much. By the way, I have a video about Dusknoir earlier on as well, which kind of didn't really get that much attention, which is fine, but like if you want to watch that for the Open Ultra League, then feel free to do that. But yeah, you're going to be able to get the shield hit from the opponent, which is going to be lovely. Dazzling Gleam does 43 damage and Psyshock does 40 damage, so 3 more damage here for quite a bit more energy. It's definitely not worth it usually, but if you really only can get to one move, that's going to be the best for you. We're going to be able to knock them out here. In comes the Drapion, and they are forced to still go for another charge move, which is going to be great for us. We still have to hope that we somehow can knock them out here. We're going to go into the Meloetta. We can get still the Psyshock off, which is really important. It's going to allow us to get the KO. This is going to be enough now to us to swap out as well into the Grumpig. And we're going to be able to win this battle here. Good game to the opponent. And this is going to be the 5-0 that I had as well. And we can go on to basically the next set that I played with this team now. But yeah, this got all the way up to 2,400 again. Also, at least today, I did do all my sets already today. There's going to be some more stuff that I want to do in the video as well for it. Today I felt like the game worked really well. I could not really see anything that was off with the game. I didn't really have a lot of lag. I think I had one game actually that I lost the lag, never mind. I think I was one game where I actually had to quit the battle because it just froze in the middle of it. But yeah, that is me trying to actually talk nice, and then I was like, maybe not. But no, like, still, I feel like the game was definitely more playable today. We see here as well that the Meloetta is going to have a lot of play here as well. The Feraligatr tries its best. Hydro Cannon is going to allow us to just fully farm them down here as well after the shield. And we have Typhlosion. Typhlosion is a Pokemon I don't want to face at all with this team. And I do think this might actually lose us the game here immediately. But we're actually gonna get the damage off them, and we could even decide to catch... we're just gonna stay in here. We're gonna knock them out there for sure, like there's no doubt about that. But for what cost? Can we farm... wait, can we actually... yeah, we can knock them out here with the Corviknight. What do they have in the back? It's going to be the Gastrodon. I'm not too sure if we're actually gonna be able to win this one. I'd have to go, of course, for the Sky Attack, as the other move was resisted. They're gonna use a shield here, that's fine. We just have to go for back-to-back Sky Attacks now, but I could see them actually winning in this matchup. I could see that 2 Sky Attacks are not enough, and I could see that Earth Power is going to be able to knock us eventually. So, yeah, I'm curious on how this is going to go. We're going to see here the Sky Attack coming through. We're going to be able to do some solid damage, and as we will have here as well, the Sky Attack coming in again, we will see that Sky Attack is going to allow us to get them kind of low. We're going to try our best here, but they're going to be able to still go for the Body Slam, knocking us out, the Earth Power knocking us out here. Good game. Very close, though. Shadow Shiny Galarian Weezing and XL. XL Shadow Shiny Galarian Weezing. Like, if you say that 5 times in a row, you're most likely, yeah, not going to be capable for that. But anyway, we're going to have Lapras. We're going to use a shield against it here as well. It's going to be very likely the Skull Bash. It is a Skull Bash. And that's usually a very good matchup for us. Like, Lapras is usually a very solid matchup because we have that super effective Dynamic Punch. We resist the fast move from them while they take neutral damage. So, generally speaking, it is a very good matchup for us that I like to play in. But I still decided to use 2 shields because I just don't really see the point of getting hit by a Skull Bash here. Skull Bash is going to do a ton of damage. It's a hard-hitting move. They can go for the Sparkling Aria. That's not too bad. I will be able to survive this move here for sure, at least. And as we will see, we can go for the full farm down. This allows us now to, yeah, go for another charge move here against the Weezing. This is going to be fine. It is going to be, at the end of the day, yeah, the hard-hitting move there. We're going to see the opponent is going to go ahead and take the Dynamic Punch and use a shield for it, which is kind of hilarious. So, yeah, we will see here that the opponent is going to be able to go ahead and go for a Surf, but we still have the Psyshock damage coming in very, very soon. And Psyshock is going to be able to do so much damage against the opponent. It is going to be mad. As we will see here, another Psyshock coming in. We're going to resist at least the fast move from the opponent. They have to go for Surf against us in order to do the most amount of damage, but you cannot put them into range where our Corviknight is going to have a great time. We will see here the Surf coming in. This is going to be not enough to knock us out. Now it's going to be enough because we couldn't swap out. And now it's down to Corviknight. But Corviknight can take a hit. They cannot have 2 charge moves here at this point. For sure not. It's going to be the Shadow Ball anyway. We can even take 2 hits. And at this point we can just go even for the Iron Head to knock them out, which is absolutely perfect. We can here see as well that they're going to go into the Weezing again. We're going to be able to go for another Iron Head. And this is going to win us this battle here. And we can move on to the second to last battle for today. I'm actually very excited when this week is over and the next week is over because of the cups that you currently have available. I know Ultra League, I'm actually find it kind of cool right now. Like, I'm actually fine with the Ultra League. I'm actually also on my highest elo currently in the Ultra League with 2,431 currently, with a different team that you will see tomorrow. But yeah, I will see here on how things gonna go. We're gonna have the charge coming in. It's gonna be a Psyshock. That is totally fine. We have here the Cresselia. We can go ahead and go for another Dazzling Gleam. That is totally okay for us as well. Dazzling Gleam is coming through. It's going to allow us to get some nice damage against them. We can let the move go through, but I kind of would like to keep my Meloetta around. And as you'll see, the Moonblast is going to 2-shot us, but we see also that they're going to get the attack drop. And I can just swap out of here. I have 2 good answers against Pokemon. In comes Primeape, and honestly, that is fine, because they're going to be forced to go for the Rage Fist the entire time, allowing me to get a free shield up the entire time here as well. So, like, I'm going to get the Iron Head off against them. That's going to force the shield. And we have 2 Pokemon in the back that can deal with that. And they might even be forced to still go for another charge move here, because look at me, I can go for another Iron Head, force another shield. I have the Psyshock still stored against them as well, but I let the move go through actually, which is smart. I could have actually went for the Sky Attack there as well, I guess. I tried to go for the Psyshock here. Hopefully it went through in time. Rage Fist is not going to be enough to knock us out, and that's why I let the move go through as well. Close Combat just to have dropped their own defenses, which would have not helped them at all. And now it's down to Grumpig. I am going to be able to just use shields. Yeah, it's going to do a ton of damage. It will go into connect because of the double boost on their attack. But this is going to be it for this game. They decided to forfeit. And we can move on to the final one for today. I really appreciate you all, by the way, watching this video here at this point. Yeah, thanks so much. Meloetta was a lot of fun. I went way positive with this team as well. And yeah, can't wait for tomorrow. Again, tomorrow's video going to be quite a bit later than usual because I am going to be out. My girlfriend has an exam tomorrow and I can have to go with her there as well. So that's why I'm out tomorrow. That's why I couldn't also prepare anything today for it, because we were visiting some stuff towards it. But yeah, anyway, we're going to be able to let the move go through here. This is going to be the crunch. And we are going to see the swap out into the Drapion, which I wish I didn't go into this Pokemon here. But still, we can take that. We can take this as an opportunity here as well to hopefully do some solid damage against them. I can go for the Psyshock, which is going to be very likely able to force the shield from them, which is not the case. And so we're going to use a shield here again, which is going to be kind of bad for us, I have to say. It is definitely not what I really imagined here. But I can go for another Psyshock and Nogek can force the shield here. That's fine. And I can swap out, I can still go for another charge move, and so I force another shield here. That is great as well. Arceus, I think, was my favorite battle from this one here. I think it was my favorite battle, because I never really knew who's going to be able to win this battle here. It was a very, very close one. We will see the Earth Power coming through here for sure. Going to get this kind of low, and I go for the Dynamic Punch just to get some damage in. Dynamic Punch is a little bit better, just damage per energy wise, I think, compared to the Shadow Ball. But as you'll see, they're going to be able to knock us out before we can even swap out in theory. And so now it's down to Meloetta to win this battle. And I just gonna go for the full farm down, full fast move down, hoping that this is going to be enough. It is going to be the Body Slammer. We can go hopefully for the Dazzling Deer, but I expect them to swap out. They go first into their one Pokemon, then into the Guzzlord, trying to catch the move. It did not work out. Dazzling Deer is going to connect here. This is going to be enough to knock them out. And we can, yeah, say goodbye to you, because this is going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Again, sorry that this one is late. The next one is going to be late as well. But yeah, it is what it is. I will see you then. Bye bye.